Good afternoon, YouTube. I just wanted to show you what's left of the old fella's orchids. So mostly cymbidiums, as you can see. I've hung them on the outside of the fence here because the sun's dropping down in the sky. We're in last month of summer here, officially last month of summer, and yeah, so they're getting lots of lovely sunshine in the afternoon. So it's coming up to 2 o'clock here, so as you can see the sun's not on them yet, but give it another hour and they'll get some lovely sunshine. And it also helps with what's left behind because I don't want the faux sun on all that lot behind. But I've sowed considerable amount of orchids for him up to now, and this is all that's left. So bit of a variety still. So this lot will be going down to the society meeting on Monday, and hopefully we'll get them all sowed, and yeah, I can pay him his money and he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. So they've all done well, nobody's died, they've all got lovely new shoots, so yeah, I'm really pleased. They've done really well in here. And now I'll show you my new orchid house. So I'm at the back of it at the moment, so as you can see I got my husband to take the shade netting off that was on this side, and I've opened up the row because the actual greenhouse is two-sided, two doors, so it'll get a nice lot of air movement through there. And then obviously in the winter I can roll that down, or when it gets cold at night I can roll it down. And yeah, I think, and what sun it does get is early morning. If it gets any sun on this side, very early in the morning, so it's not an issue at all for those orchids. So here we are at the front. So my husband's put it up, so as you can see it sits nicely. It was the same height as this one, so what he done, he dug out a channel like all the way along, and we dropped the orchid house down by about a couple inches, 5 or 10 mil, and then we put the plastic on and we filled it with the bark, and the bark is holding the plastic in place as well. So it's worked out quite well, actually, really good. So basically I'm not moving them again. If the orchids die in this space, then they don't belong in this property because I'm over moving them, so I'm done with it now, so they've got to get on with it. I will heat this greenhouse in the winter, and I can set up a fan in there, but at the moment they're getting a nice lot, as you can see things are moving, they're getting a nice lot of air movement just with all the doors and that open here, so that's pretty good. So let's go in. So my husband put these 3 shelving racks, these are fixed together so to make them stronger. These are very cheap shelving racks, and so I had one and he's given me 2 from his tool shed, so I do have to go in buy some more for him to replace. But I might get another 3 of these, or 2 maybe, and put them this side, because I do like having this work table here. It's easy for me to move about and, you know, fill up watering cans, etc, etc. As far as the table at the back's concerned, I'm happy to keep that there. It doesn't matter if it gets wet, it's just an old table, it's surplus to requirements, so yeah. And just the only thing I'm concerned about if I step back is you can see a lot of light on the top of the table, but down below where the Masdevallias and the frags or Paphlopedilums are, not so much light. But you know, I'm going to see how they fare, how they do, and if they, you know, if I think they're not getting enough light, I can bring them out and I can put them on this rack and, you know, move things around and sort something out. So yeah, so plenty of space to bring all the orchids that are still outside in the winter. Yeah, so they will all fit in here comfortably. I just shouldn't buy any more. Oh dear, and you can see the temperature in here today is up in the almost 33. And last night the lowest temperature, well, that's the lowest so far. No, it's been lower than that. That's where I, yeah, that's where I did the thing just now. Actually, it got down to 10 degrees in here last night. So yeah, so just got to keep an eye on them now. So yeah, very pleased with how things have worked out. So let's look around. So how have I moved stuff? Ooh, do it slowly, Deb. Move stuff out here. So I've left a few things still out here, things I think that are looking okay. I brought the Cattleyas in. You know, they're getting enough sun in here, but I thought, oh, I'll just, because of the temperature drop in that, I think they might be a bit more protected in here, but they're definitely getting enough light. And these are definitely getting enough light. If anything, they're probably getting too much light, but they're doing all right, so that's good. So bits and pieces and things on here, Oncidium still flowering. And then further along is all the Cymbidiums that I repotted this year, and they seem to have got over their sulky period because I see some of them of sending up new shoots, so that's brilliant. So that's really good. And then this is all the big things of Cymbidiums that my husband got me at that nursery, the old nursery, and a lot of back bulbs in there. And that's just sat in a big bed of bark. We just fill that with bark, and the roots are actually going through the pots down into the bark. So I need to repot some of those quite quickly. And that's the little Vanda, so they're doing well. And then around the corner, I just got a few pots of this, that and the other that I'm storing in here. It's probably too bright for this in here. I probably need to move that, but hey, it can stay there for now. Oh, one thing I was going to say to you guys, I did get this wrong last time I spoke about the Chinese, did I say Chinese grounded? I did say a ground orchid. It's actually a bamboo orchid. That is the ground orchid, which is the Belata. This is Chinese bamboo orchid, so I'm sorry if I confused people, but that's what it is. Doing very well, as you can see. It's a sequential bloomer, so this buds come forth, that'll open. When that one fades, it shoots up another one from that point as well. And you can see where all the buds are sat, waiting in the wings to come up. So that's that one. And then I did decide to keep the old fella Speciosum in the end. I've more or less debugged it now. I've just given it another final spray and brought it in here. But it's quite a big plant, so I'm hoping I can hang on to that one and keep it going. There's hubby going by. I think he's off to get some more bark. So Cymbidiums again. I'm hoping big things from these. These were repotted not last year, so they've got over their sulky period and they've produced lots of new shoots, so I'm expecting quite a few flower spikes from those. The Vanda, that's doing well. It's grown. It's sent up these two new leaves this year, that one and that one. This here is sun damage from last year when I had it out in faux sun. I forgot about it, to be honest with you, but it's not from in here, and I do believe that is the right colour of the leaves, sort of like that mossy green, to show that it's getting enough light, so that's good. It's just whether I can keep it warm enough out here, really. And then further along here I've got the Sarks, Australian native I believe. They're doing fantastic. They absolutely love it here. They're getting lots of sun and really doing well. Along with that big Vanda back there, that is doubled in size. That's the Vanda tricolour. Doubled in size since I've got it, so it's doing really, really well. Really chuffed with that one. And then down this side, because we had a bit of space, we moved it over, the greenhouse over as far as we could, so it gave me this little bit of narrowed space. Couldn't put much down there really, so I thought, oh, I'll just put the hanging baskets down there. And you'll see these three hanging baskets here. They are ones that I've just purchased from the old fella. I thought, well, you know, I like those, and I'll have those, so I've taken those from him. And the other baskets are mine, so they're all doing all right. They're all doing really well, really, really well. So, yeah, so I'm very pleased with the way this has worked out and how it's fitted in this space really well. Like I say, I'll get 3 more of these racks, or 2 more of those racks, and put them this side, so I haven't got this one sticking out in the centre. So it gives me a bit more room to swing around with the holes and to, you know, because I am clumsy, I do tend to knock things off. So having a narrower rack will be better. And yeah, I think that will work out quite well. Alright, so have I got anything in flower? Oh, I've still got these two Nobelies, which are looking rather sad now. Yeah, they're probably about finished. And I did spy a couple of shapes and what I thought was going to be a flower spike on one of these dendrobiums. Oh, here. Pretty sure that that's going to be a flower spike. So chuffed to bits with that. I hope it doesn't get upset where I've moved it in here. But, you know, when you look, this was the previous flower spike. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be another one. So, way brilliant. Yeah, so what else have I got? Oh, just the Oncidium I said to you about just now. So the yellow Oncidium. Oh, and the Epidendrum back here, the Veitchii, I think it was Veitchii. That's flowered non-stop all year, all summer, from spring through to now. So it dies back, then it shoots up again, and yeah, that's done very, very well. So yeah, so that's it for now. So thank you for watching. Please like or dislike and subscribe, and I'll catch you again. Bye for now.